assholes pirated my movie 3 weeks before release, and you can't walk down Fifth Avenue without bumping into a table of unlicensed Homelander shirts. Copyright infringement is costing Vought $1.2 billion per year. That's money out of our pockets. We've all got, what, 4 points each?
The fuck? You got 4 points?
And clearly better lawyers.
Hey, guys, come on. Stop. What's Starlight gonna think? Listening to us haggling over nickels. We're the 7, for God's sake. Whether we're out there or we're in here. Now, what I do want to hear is who you saved this week. Huh?
Despite its title, the show's best moments come from its heroes. The most developed and fleshed out characters are also the heroes. The boys are a group of vigilantes who are dead set on taking down the Seven. The Seven is a league of corrupt superheroes who work for a mega corporation who uses their image to sell movies, theme parks, and other products. Despite the design of the Seven looking similar to the Justice League, the boys is very much poking fun at the recent popularity of the MCU and not DC. It's commentating on the corporate machine that is Disney and Marvel and how artistic creativity takes a backseat to profit. The Seven are made just like the recent MCU movies are. Every decision is made by a Shark Tank to maximize profit. The show does contradict itself at times by using the same tropes that the MCU movies do. The show is not that faithful to the comics, as a lot has been changed, from the way scenes play out to the fundamental designs and motivations of the characters. Only 2 of the boys really have developed characters. Frenchie's and Mother's Milk only traits are their hatred of one another and their love for someone else. For Frenchie, it's a new girl, and for Mother's Milk, it's his family. To be honest, I didn't care about them at all. I didn't even care about the main character, Huey, although he does get a decent amount of character development. Huey deals with his grief and anger momentarily, while pondering if he's becoming the very thing he hates. The actor does a pretty good job, but the script makes him do really stupid things that kinda makes you hate the character. Karl Urban brings Butcher to life with his pulpy performance. Despite his character being purely motivated by one thing, he never quite feels two-dimensional. They should have spent more time developing him and his motivations earlier on, instead of waiting until the last couple episodes. Although it is heavily implied what his motivations are, we don't truly know what they are until the end of the season, and when it is revealed, it's not even revealed creatively. The 2 best characters of the show are the Deep and Homelander. The Deep at first seems like the typical jab at Aquaman, but his character is much deeper than that. Homelander is by far the most interesting character on the show. He seems like a modern take on Greek gods. He's so obsessed with his image and catering to his ego. The show delves deep into Homelander's motivations, thought process, and emotional baggage. It's refreshing to see a comic book villain that's completely fleshed out and not just have revenge be their defining character trait. Everything he does makes sense and feels like something that the character would do, especially his actions in the final episode. Homelander really carries this show on his back, as whenever the show starts to get a bit underwhelming, this magnificent bastard shows up. On a technical scale, the show is not that impressive. The lighting is ugly at times, and the shot choices are not creative at all. The special effects are just above TV standards, but that's not saying much. But there is a scene where the choice of color grading makes the special effects look downright ugly. The writing can be pretty aggravating at times, as the lead makes a lot of decisions that are just plain stupid when you think about the situation he's in. The romance subplot felt really forced and not convincing. I do have to give the writing some credit, as there is some sharp dialogue and some situations that make you rethink previous superhero movies. The show also gets pretty tense towards the end of the season and ends on a fantastic cliffhanger. The Boys isn't a powerhouse in storytelling or even a great show, but it's pretty good for what it is. A fun, raunchy look at a genre that has consumed pop culture and a decent criticism of it. I think it's a good show that you should check out if you're interested in the concept.